How's everybody doing? This is Kyle here from KyleKraft. Alright, I built another diamond mine. Now you all seem to enjoy the classic survival diamond mine, so I decided to build another one. This one is definitely a different style. I went for futuristic. The idea popped in my head, so I went ahead and built it. So let's check out how I did it and what I came up with. Now straight away I gotta say, this one is not practical compared to the classic survival mine. This one is definitely expensive. It takes a lot of quartz and different blocks that you need from the nether, especially quartz. Tons of quartz because it's that white sharp block which I imagine as a futuristic block. So you'll see we came up on the side of the mountain here. Started on the side of the mountain. I started off the water. I thought it was a cool idea and it makes it more modern, more rich and expensive. So we cut out a little sharp modern design there, and then we went inside the mountain and got to work. My color scheme was cyan clay and white quartz, as we mentioned before. We also had sea lanterns throughout and white glass. It all gave this futuristic modern look. Now the idea here is I just went for a futuristic modern theme. I imagine super high-tech looking builds as a future and a futuristic style. So that's definitely what I went for. Sea lanterns on the bottom was a key detail that I went for throughout this build. The white glass on top makes it look like it's just a hovering path. It gives it that sharp futuristic look. I think it turned out well. It captures the idea of the futuristic build, and it's what I envisioned from the start, so I'm glad it worked out. So yes, we built up this hub, a balance of gray and white on the sides with those cyan pillars, bringing in some sharp contrast into the walls. A lot of change in depth, and it all funnels down to this 3x4 hole. Now you'll see I'll dig down this hole and we'll make a white drop all the way down. This looks pretty sweet as I put it together here. I like this part of the time lapse because you can see the different changes in lights. You can see the different depth. This one I'm picturing straight Star Wars. If you didn't know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. You'll see a lot of inspiration drawn from that series into this build. This drop down is a great representation of that because they have those huge drops all throughout the maps and environment there. I built out that tunnel to the same style with the glass on the bottom and we continue that onto this diamond tunnel. Now this is the key aspect, right? This is a diamond mine. This is the diamond mine itself. You'll see I cut out some areas and then continued along with that quartz block. That quartz theme, that white all along gives it the sharp contrast that it needs. We made an awesome shape with that white quartz. The eye follows it all the way down. There's plenty of edges to cut out and give it some depth and contrast. Cut out that floor and you'll see I reflect different styles throughout the entire build. So we filled in the quartz underneath and then we cut out the ground, did our path first, white quartz, then we put the sea lanterns on the side and we did the white glass on top. Slabs on top of that make it hovering above so you know where your path is. We come to the end, make a little end cap, continue with that white quartz and the sea lanterns, and it's all a super modern, super futuristic looking design. Look at that right there. Does that not look futuristic? How awesome is that? I think it turned out great. Hopefully you guys think so as well. So now we have to get into the diamond mine because it's got to be a functional diamond mine. As I mentioned, this isn't very practical for survival in terms of starting and resources. It's definitely possible. It's just difficult to do. It takes a lot of resources. But in the end, it looks sweet. If you're on a server that you've been playing on for a while, this is a great idea for a project or a new base idea if you want to do that. So it's fully functional. You can see each path comes across here and looks incredible. They branch out and each have our diamond mine spaced out accordingly and set in. We then put sea lanterns on top to finalize that futuristic style of the build, and it turned out great. Honestly, it's one of my favorite tunnels I've made. It really captures the futuristic style, and I think it's pretty sweet. So yes, that wrapped up that side of the tunnel. We'll continue on the other side in a bit, but first we're going to jump back up top. We needed some branches extending off from either side, so I went up to the top area where we had some room and created this branch area. Now, we're going to continue with that theme. The cyan wall extended from the side so it matched up perfectly. And then we continue with the white and the sea lanterns on the bottom and the white stained glass to keep up that futuristic style. The end cap looks sharp. And then we made a path inwards to put an elevator. Now, what's the most futuristic style of transportation in Minecraft? I wouldn't say it's Minecart, I would say it's elevator. or teleportation if you use command blocks, but we're playing in this for survival mode, so it doesn't apply. So we jump down to the bottom here. We got to connect up this area right here with the other side of the path that I commented on just a moment ago. So we continue with the futuristic theme and built up a staircase to get it to the right level for the elevator. I just went ahead, continued with the same blocks, went with that theme as I mentioned, the futuristic style, and built a little corridor room for the elevator. Cut up some walls to give the eye some attraction, kept that quartz slabs extending on top of the sea lanterns of white glass, because honestly I think it looks sweet, and it matches the theme. And then we got to the elevator. Now this is the problem. I spent tons upon tons of time building this elevator. You can see the sun move there. I'll put a link to the original one in the description below if you want to check it out. So embarrassingly, I'm not a redstone master. I had to accept that and I couldn't get the elevator to actually work. So yes, a little bit embarrassing, but the idea is there, and all you redstone masters who are probably better than me at it, you could make it work if you wanted to make this futuristic diamond mine. So yes, I built the entire elevator, didn't get it to technically work, but it's there. That's where it would be. I then reflected that side of the area to this side. I built the same thing. I wanted it to be matching, a little bit symmetrical. The rooms, though, they're not the same. This is our storage area. We continue with the sea lanterns on the bottom, continue with that theme that you've seen a lot in this build. Cut out some walls, made sure we locked it in, got some good lighting, and then we built up our storage area. Now, unfortunately, there's no fancy futuristic looking chests in the game. The wood does stand out as not as futuristic, but I went for it anyways because you gotta have chests for storage. We built up this tunnel, made this area, made a good end cap for it. It's all futuristic. I had to fix up something on the top right here, and it looked pretty sweet. Has tons of storage as a futuristic build would, and it has that style that we were going for. So yes, that's the futuristic diamond mine. Here's the elevator right here you would use to get to the upper level. Walk down the stairs, you can see the actual diamond mine on the other side, and then that's the big tunnel extending up above. That comes out right there into that circle into our hub area. We have the storage on the other side, the elevator exit and entrance from the left, all within our huge futuristic diamond mine planted into the wall. An incredible looking build. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I loved making this one. I mean, look at that tunnel. That's futuristic and sharp. If you'd like to see more creative diamond mine ideas, let me know down in the comments and like this video, because if you like a video, it helps me know if you enjoyed the video. I kind of prioritize videos based off the likes they get, so yeah, leave a like on it if you did enjoy this one. Now, to make sure you see more diamond mine ideas, as well as all my future videos, make sure to subscribe if you're not already. And finally, just a reminder, turn on notifications, hit that bell on your YouTube channel page. That way you never miss a KyleKraft video. So yes, that's the futuristic diamond mine. Hopefully it gave you some ideas and inspiration, and if you want to check it out further, there's a world download in the description box down below. But that's it. Thanks for coming.